What is poppin'? It is the Slapton. I am but a lowly Slapton riding these DeFi waves, and this is This Week in Klima DAO, where I give you all the Klima DAO news that is fit to go ape wild over the first week in February. Let's get it. Klima DAO Mobilum partnership coming in March. Here's the deal. One of the issues with buying Klima or buying anything on DeFi protocols is that it has a high technological barrier to entry. Now, you may be a DeFi native and say, hey, no problem. I'm going to get on the Polygon network. I'm going to go to my MetaMask. I'm going to interact with an automated market maker such as SushiSwap and get that sweet, sweet Klima. But imagine you weren't a DeFi native and you'd say, a Meta who? A Sushi huh? A Poly what? And that might be overwhelming. So what Mobilum aims to do is to take something that many people are familiar with, which is a credit card, MasterCard, Visa card, turn it into one of 83 different fiat currencies and allow people to buy digital assets. So let me show you what the screen looks like. You can pick one of many different digital assets. Now, Klima will be coming in March. And hey, let's say we want to buy Bitcoin, or Bitcoin as they say, and I want to buy it with USD. So you put your credit card in and you pick USD or euros or Afghanis or Bangladeshi takas. And if you want a good time, you can go through all of this and learn all your fiats. Really cool stuff. Some stuff I never knew existed. Anyway, you put that in, you hit the buy button, and you're riding those DeFi waves. This shows you that this space is being built, and it's being built with the consumer in mind, and the consumer that is being aimed at now is like your every man, and every woman, right? So very cool stuff that DeFi is being built, and specifically the regenerative finance space is being built up. Beautiful thing. Speaking of being built up, one of the ways that our DAO is being built is through the work of contributors, people who are paid to do things like creative, community, marketing, operations, partnerships, and I hope I didn't miss any. I'm sure I did. A bunch of different things. Now, the way that they're paid is in Klima. The Klima is sourced from bonds. When bonds are entered into the treasury, for every one Klima that is minted, 0.1 is diverted into a DAO wallet. At current, the DAO has a runway of 3 months to pay contributors. DAO would like to increase that, so it's putting forth this proposal to increase the amount of Klima that is diverted to the wallet from 0.1 for every Klima to 0.2 or 0.3. Those are the options. Increase it to 0.3, 0.2, or leave it. To keep this to give this context, Ohm would be pulling 1 full Ohm for in comparison to Klima pulling 0.1 Klima for every Klima minted. Get your voice heard. I will leave a link. You are the DAO. Don't let other people make decisions for you. I will also leave a link to this. This is an example, a brief example of one of the things that marketing and creative is doing. I'm not leaving it just for that. Creative and marketing are doing more than just this, but it is a concrete example of what is being produced in terms of by our contributors. And I also just think it's cool because I don't know if you're like me, but you go to parties and inevitably you start talking about crypto because what else are you going to talk about, right? And you may even start talking about Klima, and person says, well, what is Klima? And you're like, man, I got to explain this. And then you end up just like cornering this person, and an hour later they're just like, their head is spinning, your mouth is dry, and you're like, I wish I had a 1:17 video that just gave a nice brief overview and did so with a soothing voiceover and really cool visuals and sleek editing. Well, hey, you don't have to want for that anymore, because that's what this video is. And it will also give you an opportunity to interact with the Klima DAO YouTube page, which I highly encourage you to subscribe to, so check that out. Our buddies at Moss. Moss is the partner that puts MCO2s on chain, did something very cool. They purchased a piece of Amazonian land to preserve it. The Amazon is being deforested. There are incentives to clear it, to burn it, turn it into farmland, or just burn it and resell it to people. So they purchased this Amazonian rainforest and they fractionalized it, and those fractions are represented by on-chain NFTs, right? And those NFTs were sold, and this was announced in the Klima DAO Discord, and these NFTs were sold out very quickly. And Lewis, who's the founder of Moss, gave a shout out to Climates, and he recognized that they were in no small part, responsible for the sale of these Amazon Forest NFTs, and he said that more would be coming on Polygon. So again, this shows you that the space is being built out. It shows you the possibilities, the very cool projects that may be laying ahead in the regenerative finance space and DeFi in general. I will link to this, and I will also link to the Moss Discord, because Good vibes over there. They've been a great partner, and they're doing cool things. Show your love, show your support, and there's already a lot of Klimates over there, including yours truly, and we meme around just like we do in the Klima Discord, so check them out. Another partner of ours is Toucan, and Toucan puts BCTs, or I should say, takes carbon credits, turns them into TCO2s, which are represented in a pool called BCT. And I would be remiss if I didn't cover this. There was a bit of drama between Toucan and Klima. I'm just going to give you the facts as I see them. I'm not going to editorialize. I want to be as objective as possible because this is a story of substance. So here's what happened. BCTs are excuse me. BCTs are fungible, meaning a BCT here is a BCT here is a BCT here. But the underlying TCO2s, which the BCTs represent, are not fungible. Now, in the BCT pool, there were approximately 15% of the TCO2s that were reforestation credits. Reforestation credits tend to have a higher value than the 85% renewable energy TCO2s in the pool. Toucan wants to launch an NCT pool, which would be mostly made up of reforestation projects. So they took some of the 15% of the reforestation credits, and they're holding them, and they're going to use them to launch the NCT pool. The rationale, for the sake of fairness and for the sake of not being misquoted or mischaracterizing them, I'm just going to link to you this article in which they laid out their rationale for it. Now, there were some members of the Klima DAO community who felt that Klima and Toucan were not aligned, and they felt that the BCT pool had been unfairly extracted of value. And this spilled over into the Toucan community, into an Ask Me Anything into their Discord. Now, Toucan responded, and in this response, they specifically addressed Klima DAO and BCT holders. Again, I don't want to put words into their mouth, so I'm going to leave a link to this in the description of the video. You can take a look at it. Tell me what you think, of course. But now keep it civil, because Klima DAO and Toucan have been symbiotic, and they have been successful together. We do hold 90% of their BCT, right? And we want to be a good partner, and we don't want to badmouth our partners. But you can definitely let me know what you think about that. And that's it. That's This Week in Klima DAO, the first week of February. I look forward to the next one. I'm very excited for what's coming. And let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you on the next one. And remember, above all else, ape responsibly. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, dudes and dudettes.